we were both broke growing up, but do you have like any funny like Christmas stories? Like,
Okay, so I do.
okay,
Okay, so
I don't know this one either. So
no.
this is
So me and my sister were actually talking about
spontaneous.
it. And so growing up, we really broke. And I remember we had this one artificial Christmas tree, and I do prefer them now. You know, they make them so much better. But you're talking about, let's talk about the 80s and early 90s.
Sure.
It was very sparse from what I can remember. And I think my dad has some pictures of us in front of it somewhere, and I have to ask him about it because I really do want to have those photos.
Right.
And so we would decorate with whatever we would, a couple little things that we had, and we would hide candy canes. Now, back in the day, my mom cooked all the time. She had 4 kids, my father, herself, and my grandparents, her parents also.
Right.
So we never really ate out or like ate a lot of junk or candy or whatever. But we had these candy canes, and we thought we were slick. So we were like, ooh. We would hide the candy canes from each other when we were decorating, like all inside the tree.
Oh,
now,
inside
mind
the tree.
you, it's like real gappy.
So you can see everything.
So you can see everything.
Like hiding it in the window.
So we weren't really hiding anything.
Sure.
And we couldn't wait. So like we would always sneak and eat the candy canes. So by the time Christmas came, there was like not one candy cane left. And it was just funny because those were such treats for us. But me and my sister were also talking. We took a little trip to Maryland the other day for my girlfriend's baby shower.
Sure.
And we were talking about the trees and everything. We were like, one of the worst things about Christmas in that time was when we went back to school, all the kids would be like, oh, I got this, and this. What did you get? So we were really ashamed because we had no money and my parents didn't have money. So we were just like, oh, we'll make up I got some markers and some coloring books. Like we just like kind of made stuff up because we really didn't have anything under the tree. We just were, we moved to this country and we were trying to celebrate some of the holidays and everything like that everyone in the country pretty much celebrates.
Like peer pressure.
So, but it was fun too because we used to wake up, and one of my favorite memories growing up, we probably put this tree up a couple times and then I don't know what happened to it. But waking up watching Saturday morning cartoons, the Christmas ones, so they had like Alvin and the Chipmunks and all the Frosty the Snowmans. We used to do that every year, and it was like my favorite thing.
And that's when they used to play them like a week before instead of every day, a month before.
Yeah,
now it's like every weekend you're getting Frosty the Snowman, you're getting the Christmas story.
You had to catch it. You had to catch it, and we did. Man. Like we woke up and the tree was there, and we would watch our cartoons, and it was very few memories of Christmas,
right?
And like I said, the tree went up 2, maybe 3 times, but probably more like twice. And that was pretty much it. And so 2016, one year, I said, I want to get a little Christmas tree. And that's how this whole thing started. We were in the other house, and I got a little 3-foot real tree out front, like the supermarket, and it pricked me a million times. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I actually just posted up on my design page, if you guys want to check it out, Gray Class Design. And then I put every tree there, like, each year after that. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah, so you can see the progression, but it's almost like a little mini obsession now. I really enjoy it. It relaxes me and it makes me happy.
Did you say mini obsession?
Yeah.
That's an MANY obsession?
MINI.
No, MANY, mini.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
So I'm sure, and I don't want my people to see this and be like, oh, this ungrateful little motherfucker, but I'm sure that there were a lot of Christmases where I got a lot of things, very unmemorable or uneventful. Now that I'm looking back, like none of that stuff really mattered. But I do remember one year when I didn't get anything.
Okay.
But that was my fault. So as I grew up with my grandmother, I'm not sure where the money for Christmas came from. I wanted this game called Domino Rally. The nerd in me, right? I wanted a domino rally. So basically what you do is you set up these dominoes like in a pattern. You hit the one and it, knocks them all down. Sure. So I wanted it. So she bought it and didn't wrap it, but left it like in the closet. I guess she was going to wrap it later.
Okay.
Left it in the closet, like at the bottom of the stairs. Like me, I was always
trying
into
to find
shit.
it?
Yeah, find it. So I found it. And I was like, oh, shoot, I got it. So I'm excited. She would leave. And one day I like opened it Yeah.
Couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait. Like, wrap that shit and put it away. So, of course, after you open it, like, you can't unopen it. So, I played with it, put this shit back. Right? And I'm like, yeah, I can't wait till Christmas.
Oh, my goodness.
Christmas Day come, there wasn't shit under the tree for me. Not the open domino rally set that she had bought, and nothing else.
Because he's like, this mom.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the Christmas I remember.
That is hilarious.
And there's one other. So I grew up like breakdancing.
Okay.
80s. Everybody had boom boxes. I'm like, I'm getting a boom box, right? 2 speakers, blah blah blah, in the middle. Son, my grandmother, again, I was like, I want a box. She's like, okay, I got your ass. So she did get me a box, but it was one that only had like the tape deck and 1 speaker. So it was pretty much like the bootleg boombox. Like, I couldn't even get like the New York stations from my boombox from my place in Connecticut. So this is, and I can't take it outside because it's like, you got the 1 speaker, John. Like, yeah. So those are the 2.
The bad. Or like not bad, but all the like, it stood out more than, which to me, tells me that you were a little spoiled. Like, you were used to a certain type of thing. So you remember not getting more than you remember getting.
Sure. I think I remember not getting that 1 year because I spoiled it for myself.
Right.
Totally get it. As an adult, I totally understand it. As a kid, you don't really understand that shit. You're like, I'm getting it. And then when it don't show up, it's like, holy shit.
You already played with it.
Yeah, I already played with it. But it was like, I teased myself. I played with it, put it back, and then never played with it again.
Oh my goodness.
It is what it is. I can't fault anybody, but it's good because, like I said, we used to get at least something, what I mean? But at this age, all of it's uneventful except for those 2 times, with the 1 speaker boombox. And y'all know what I'm talking about. It was probably like probably came from Radio Shack or something. But that's at the time where everybody had 2 speakers. Sometimes they had 2 decks, with a small equal.
Yeah, because you can record.
Yeah, no, not me. I wasn't doing that.
Do you remember when they used to take the tissue? Or they used to break the little things, and when you wanted to record over, you put the little tissues.
You have to break the tab.
And the little tape. Mm-hmm. But we put the tissues in there.